Hey guys, so hot Sunday morning, getting ready for our barbecue. In-laws are coming, but had to stop for a minute and make this video because it's been hanging on me all morning. We've got these topics, these forbidden topics. Now recently, a couple of subscribers and a couple of our patrons were asking about what the mask situation. One patron in particular is coming to Japan soon, and he wanted to know what the mask situation was because he wants to conform. So I've been hanging off making the video because, as I said in that video yesterday, those videos are always unpopular. Anytime we talk about COVID or masks, we cop a whole heap of flack from both ends of the spectrum. You get one group at one end who think that COVID's really dangerous and that we don't take it seriously enough, and those guys give us a lot of grief. And at the other end of the spectrum, you've got the people who think COVID's all a big hoax and that masks are a waste of time, and they think we take it too seriously. So we actually cop flack from both ends, right? Now, we try our best in most videos just to present the observations and try not to have an opinion, but we have opinions on stuff. Now, we always accept that other people have a choice to do whatever they want to do. We've known people in Japan that have been wearing masks forever, all their lives, since way before COVID. We're used to it. You know, lots of shop staff and we got family members, we got all sorts of people that we know that wear masks all the time. No problem. We've never said to anybody they shouldn't wear one. We've never hassled anybody about what they choose to do about anything. I mean, that's the way we live our lives. We live our lives and we let other people do what they want to do. However, as a human being, we're entitled to have an opinion, aren't we? And our opinion on masks is that we don't think it's good for human interaction and that we prefer just to take the risk and go through life without one. That's our choice, you know. Occasionally in our videos, our opinions on these things will sneak in, you know. And interestingly, what we had this morning, and this is what triggered this video, was a couple of things. One was on the video itself, was a comment, "Oh, I've been a subscriber for a long time and your videos are great, but you don't know about this opinion, about this topic because someone in your family could be dying of cancer and you've got to be wearing a mask," and something like that, right? Which, okay, so that person's opinion was that they have an opinion on it and we shouldn't have one, right? And we get this all the time, the hypocrisy of that. You shouldn't have an opinion on this, right? Of course, only if their opinion's different. If their opinion's the same as ours, like, "Oh, that's right, you know, that's right." So the hypocrisy of this, that these people who have strong opinions, their opinion is, some of them, their opinion is that we shouldn't have an opinion, right? So that was the first thing I was greeted with this morning when I uploaded this morning's video. And then the second thing was, on another message through Patreon to say that I can't support this channel because you have this opinion on masks and masks are important and rant, and we lost a very major patron as a result, right? And that happens almost every time we address that topic. It doesn't matter what we say, it doesn't matter how clearly we say, look, we think other people are entitled to do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter how often you say that. Just because you address a topic like that, you lose patrons. That's why a lot of those big popular YouTubers steer clear of delicate topics like that because they know what happens. They know this is what happens, that you get a whole heap of flack for it. So the bottom line is, you know, lost some subscribers because for every one that says I've unsubscribed because I don't like your opinion, for every one of those, there's a whole bunch of others who don't comment that just quietly disappear, and we can see it because the YouTube statistics show us that. And the same with the patrons. There's some patrons that they complete the exit survey and say, "I'm not going to support this channel because of your opinion on masks or your opinion on whatever it is that they disagree with," you know. And there's others that just quietly disappear. And we notice our patronage, because you can see again on Patreon, you can see the statistics, and suddenly our support on Patreon will drop because a whole heap of people have stopped supporting us. And it's not going to change what we do. Anything and everything about Japan is what we do. So before I forget the Patreon thing, if you support that, if you support the fact that we want to make videos about anything and everything about Japan without fear of upsetting somebody who has a different opinion, if you support that, Patreon and PayPal and Ko-fi, the links are under every video. So if you support that we do that, I keep thinking free speech, I hesitate to say it, But it is sort of a part of the topic, isn't it? That these people who have the free speech to tell us that they disagree also don't think we should have the free speech to express any opinion in our videos. And again, I do my best just to present the observations. Some videos won't even have any comments in them because it's just showing you and you can form your own opinion, you know. But the bottom line is, as human beings, now and again our opinions or our thoughts on a topic are going to sneak in. If you support that, please consider Patreon, PayPal and Ko-fi. Please consider supporting us. So the people who don't support that, who have their opinion but don't think we should have theirs, and they choose to leave, we can just wave goodbye to them and welcome the people who do think that people should be able to have opinions. I mean, if you look at the comment sections of any of our videos, particularly these sensitive topics, you'll see the whole range of opinions. You'll see some people, and that mask topic's a good example. You get some people who just, oh, masks are very important, I wear one every day. And you get people who say, I think masks are terrible, I waste of time, I'll never wear one. And you get everybody in the middle. And that's fine. That's people, that's humans having their own thoughts and opinions. Isn't that good? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So if you support that, please support us, because that's our goal. I mean, we don't hassle anybody for their opinions on anything. We make our observations. You know, I think the only critical thing I said on that video was that the people that wear it, the thing that bothers us the most about masks is the young people who've got so used to wearing them now they don't take them off. And we think, in our opinion, that interferes with their interactions with other people. That's what we've observed from seeing it. But you know, again, if people disagree with that, that's fine. If people love wearing their mask every day, that's fine. That's their thing. We've never campaigned against masks or hassled anybody for them. We've also never campaigned for masks or insisted anybody wear them. We've just made our choices with what we do. We've never interfered with what other people do. So again, you know, this is one of those forbidden topics. There's some others as well. There are some other forbidden topics that we're not allowed to talk about. Anything that might be considered critical or negative about Japan always gets this result. You know, we made one recently about the angry ladies in the households. You know, and it's just an observation based on what we see. And again, we lost subscribers and we lost supporters, Patreon supporters, and one really big PayPal supporter. Ladies had got really upset that they thought that my comments were sexist or critical or something or another. And it wasn't. It was just observations of what we see. It's what we see. We see it in our extended family. We see it in our neighbours. It's just what we see. And again, forbidden topic. And I know, after doing this for so many years, I know when I make a video, it's going to get those reactions, because there's just some people who don't want to hear an opinion different than their own. And particularly anything that might be critical of Japan, there's some people that just don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, you shouldn't live there. Right? Can you imagine if we removed all the forbidden topics from our videos, what you'd be left with? You know, and no doubt that's what YouTube's full of, isn't it? Is amazing vending machines, beautiful images of Fuji, you know, spring blossoms in the park and summer colours and all that stuff, which is fabulous, which you'll find on our videos too, all that stuff. But that's not what Japan, it's not just that. Japan is all that wonderful stuff. Those videos are a pleasure to make, because we love all that stuff too, you know. But that's not the complete picture, is it? You know, that's the nice stuff. Sure, that's the nice stuff. You come here for a holiday, you'll see that, or when you live here, you see that. It's the nice stuff. It's the stuff that is why we love the place. But it's not the full picture. You know, as with anywhere you live, or with any people, or any human connection at all, it's never perfect, is it? There's always things that are not perfect. So we think that we need to show you the whole picture, anything and everything about Japan. So we want to show you all the fabulous stuff, and anything that we observe that's not fabulous or otherwise, just stuff we observe. And as we've said a million times before, I don't weigh up before I make a video whether it's going to be popular or not, or whether it's positive or not. I don't weigh that up. If I observe something that I think is of interest, I make the video. And sometimes I'm aware when I'm making it, oh, this isn't going to be popular, so some people aren't going to want to hear this, you know. But so what? You know, so what? And if people have different opinions, or they want to come here and see for themselves or whatever, that's great too. It's all fabulous. You know, this is what it's about, isn't it? You know, I just think this is what it's about, is that we all need to have our opinions. Read the comments. There's some of the most enlightened comments under some of our videos. You know, often, and I've said this before too, often the most enlightened observation on our video is not what's in the video, it's what's under the video in the comments. We've had, over the years, now and again, people make some really switched on enlightened comments that I will quote later to other people, because I go, this guy said this, or this lady said this. Isn't that inspiring, you know? So, anyway, you get the idea. Again, if you support anything and everything about Japan, if you support free speech and free ideas and free expression of ideas and different people having different opinions on different topics, if you support all that, underneath this video, Patreon, PayPal and Ko-fi. If you don't support all that and you choose not to support us and choose not to watch our videos and choose to leave Patreon or PayPal or whatever, that's fine too. That's your right. Those people who made those comments and left and stopped watching our videos, and those people who stopped supporting us, that's their right too. We don't argue that either. That's fine too. That's fine too. It's all good. Anyway, that's enough of that. I've got to finish getting this barbecue ready. The in-laws come about 11 o'clock in the morning and expect lunch. Alright, that's enough of that. The forbidden topics. More videos coming soon.